There's no doubt that SaaS is one of the fastest growing and most profitable business models that you can start in 2024. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to go from being a complete beginner to making minimum $10,000 per month. This is a completely free full SaaS course that will go over literally everything you need to know to get started and get your first few clients. You don't need any previous experience. You can do this from anywhere in the world, and it only takes weeks, sometimes even days, to start making money. I've already taught thousands of people like Chris, Fred, Jackson, Noor, and so many others how to start their own SaaS business, but don't worry, you're still very early to this. Getting in SaaS now would be like getting in dropshipping back in 2010. It's gonna be an absolute goldmine. But this isn't gonna last forever. Just like any other business model or side hustle, these things do get saturated over time, so you need to take advantage of this opportunity before that time comes. What I'm about to show you is a complete roadmap that's gonna take you from knowing nothing about SaaS to owning your own successful SaaS business. But that's only if you're willing to put in the work. This is not some get-rich-quick scheme. Get-rich-quick schemes do not exist. This is a real, genuine blueprint how you can start making thousands of dollars per month from home with just your laptop. And let me just make this clear, unlike some of the other gurus on social media, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you this is gonna be some super easy experience. You will face hardships and obstacles along the way, but if you do everything I lay out for you and you stay consistent, you will succeed, and the reward will be well worth your time and effort. I will always point you in the right direction. With that being said, sit down, focus up, and let's get started. Also, just wanted to let you know I threw in a few bonus videos to this course, so once you finish the entire video, you can go down below in the description and grab the free course that has the bonus videos included. And if you ever feel like I'm moving too fast at any point in this video, feel free to watch the video on 0.5 or 0.75 speed. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I'm doing a giveaway, so every single person that likes the video and drops a comment will automatically be entered to win $100. Enjoy the course and have a great day. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the SaaS Fast Track course, where I'll be showing you everything you need to know to go from being a complete beginner to making thousands of dollars every single month with just your laptop. And if you don't already know who I am, my name's Connor. I started my own successful SaaS business and did about $250,000 in revenue my first year. And now I'm teaching other people how to do the exact same thing. So let's not waste any time. Let's just jump right in. First things first, what is SaaS and why is it the fastest growing business model in 2024? So SaaS stands for software as a service. And basically what that is just software that you don't have to download because it's hosted online via the internet. The great thing about this business model is that it allows you to keep clients way longer than a traditional marketing agency while doing less work and still getting paid every single month. Some SaaS softwares that you've probably heard of before are Netflix, Google Docs, and Zoom. These are all softwares you can access from anywhere on any device as long as you have an internet connection. And with how fast technology is moving nowadays, SaaS is becoming more and more popular, and it's really starting to blow up right now. Getting in now would be like getting in dropshipping back in 2010. It's going to be an absolute goldmine. And like I said before, we even have big names like Iman Gadzhi and Jordan Welsh getting into SaaS, but they're not really telling anybody about it yet, and that's how you know you're still really early to this. In a few years, you're going to be seeing SaaS everywhere, and you're going to wish that you got in earlier, trust me. In this course, we're going to be focusing on a specific type of SaaS called white label SaaS. Basically, how it works is you get to take a software that's already created and coded for you. Then you get to put your own logo and brand on that software, and then you can resell it to as many small businesses as you want. The best one to use, and the one that we'll be using in this course, is called GoHighlevel. It's an all-in-one business management, marketing, and automation tool that uses AI. You only have to pay one monthly fee to use the software, and you can resell it as many times as you want for whatever price you want. So obviously the profit potential here is pretty big. And like I said before, as the world starts to become more and more digital nowadays, businesses need this software just to survive. And AI is playing a huge role in that. So businesses that don't have this software will just be at a massive disadvantage. And once they start using it, they're not going to want to stop. And that's why this business model is also recession proof. When business starts to slow down and the business owner might be looking at cutting certain costs, they won't even think about cutting their software because they need it. And I also threw in this chart just to show you guys how fast SaaS is growing. If you look at the market size right now in 2024, it's 358 billion. That's billion with a B. And if you look at it over the next 8 years, it's going to go all the way up to $1 trillion. It's literally going to triple in size over the next 8 years. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, hey, this looks pretty similar to an SMMA, and you're not wrong. There is some similarities, but let me break down the differences. So with a regular marketing agency, you have to constantly be creating and planning social media posts, responding to comments and DMs, DMs, messaging back and forth with the owner, running paid ads, sending email campaigns, and a bunch of other stuff. So once you get a few clients, you'll just be too busy with that work that you won't actually be able to focus on growing your company and getting more clients. Now, when you compare that with SaaS, there's way less work you have to do once you get your client set up, because the software is automated. The software is going to be doing most of the work for you. So you can take on way more clients without being limited by the amount of work that you have to do. And as I said before, the software we'll be using is called GoHighlevel. They let you take their software, put your own logo and brand on it, customize it, and resell it to as many small businesses as you want. You'll be able to tell everyone that this is legally your software. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, and it is by far the best decision that I have ever made. There's literally no risk to get started. You get a full 30-day trial, so you can have the software set up and ready to go in 2 to 3 days. And if you put in the work, you can literally get a client before the trial even ends. Now, it might take you a little bit of time to get your first client. I'm not saying it's super easy. It will take some hard work and effort, but the software is extremely low cost to run. So once you get your first client, that covers all your costs, and everything else after that is profit. That is one of the reasons why I love this business model so much. There's almost zero overhead cost, and you still get paid every single month. There's literally no other business models like that right now. Okay, so now I'm gonna run through some of the features that are not only gonna be really valuable for you, but also the business owners that you're gonna be selling the software to. All right, so now onto what you'll need to get started. So you'll need a laptop and a phone, and you'll need a subscription to the GoHighlevel software. That's gonna come with a 30-day free trial and all of my bonus resources when you use my link, which I'll leave down below. Next, you'll need a company name, logo, and domain. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you step-by-step how to come up with your name, make your logo, and get your website domain. And it only costs like $10 for the website domain. So now let's talk about the different pricing plans that you have available with HighLevel. This is easily one of my favorite parts about this business model. The software is basically the only overhead cost you have. You don't have to worry about a bunch of different expenses or risks like you would with day trading or drop shipping, for example. And that's one of the reasons why SaaS is so scalable, is because the profit margins are so high. So these are the different plans you have to choose from. You have the Agency Starter 97 plan, you have the Agency Unlimited 297 plan, and then you have the Agency Unlimited Pro 497 plan. So let's just start with the 97 plan. This plan is pretty basic. It's not really made for owning a SaaS business. It's really made for if you already own a business. Like, for example, if you have a clothing store or a restaurant or a landscaping company, or if you're a chiropractor and you just want to use the software for your business, then that's what the 97 plan is mainly used for. You won't be able to make multiple sub accounts and sell them like you would with any of the other plans. Now, with the 297 Agency Unlimited account, you can actually white label and create your own SaaS business. You get unlimited websites, funnels, emails, texts, all that stuff. You can sell the software an unlimited amount of times, and you're still only going to be paying that one monthly fee of $297. And lastly, we have the $497 SaaS Pro account. This is my favorite plan because you get everything that's in the $297 plan, plus you can profit off of all texts and emails sent by your clients, and you get access to the new conversation AI chatbot. So on top of the monthly fee that they'll be paying you, you actually get to profit off of all the messages that they send out. This leaves so much extra room for profit because once you start getting a few clients, you're going to be getting paid every time they send out any texts or emails. And also, like I said, you're going to get access to the new conversation AI chatbot, which you can use as an upsell to also make even more profit. There's also a few other really cool things that you do get with the 497 Pro plan, but I already made a full video that goes in depth on all the different pricing breakdowns, so I'll leave that link down below as well. And I highly recommend when you're getting started that you do use the 497 Pro plan link to get started. And if you don't want it at the end of the free trial, you can always downgrade. Since I'm using the 497 plan, all of my setup videos are going to be using that plan. So following these videos in the beginning, it's going to be much easier for you to follow them while you're on the 497 Pro plan. Then after you get all set up, or at the end of your free trial, you can just downgrade to one of the lower plans, and that's totally fine. It's super easy to do. You just go to the billing settings and click downgrade. And don't worry, you won't be charged the 497 if that's not the plan that you want. You'll only be charged for the plan that you're on after the trial ends. So now let's take a look at how much you can actually make. Like I was saying before, this is why SaaS is the best and most scalable business model out there right now. The revenue is recurring monthly. So every client that you get, they'll be paying you every single month. So if you're selling a $500 package and you're able to get 10 clients, that's going to be $5,000 net profit every single month. And on the flip side, if you have a $500 package and you're able to pick up 100 clients, you're going to be making $50,000 net profit every single month. Now, I'm not saying it's super easy to get 100 clients, and it's not easy. It's gonna take you a little bit of time to do that. I'm just trying to give you a better idea of how your revenue will stack with each client. And lastly, when you increase your number of clients, there's gonna be much less work you have to do when compared to a traditional marketing agency, because the software is gonna be doing most of the work for you. Also, side note, before I get into the bonus resources I have for you guys, I see way too many people selling shitty online courses that have absolutely no value, and they're selling them for ridiculous prices. So I'm really hoping with this free course, you will never have to deal with any of that stuff again. So when you use my link to sign up, you'll get a bunch of these really cool bonus resources. So obviously, you're gonna get the 30-day free trial, and you're gonna get this free course that you're actually watching right now, but that's gonna come with a done-for-you website snapshot. So your agency website will be done, good to go. All you gotta do is slap your logo on it and make any edits if you want to. Then you're also going to get my affiliate only course that goes over step-by-step how to get clients. Plus you'll actually get a white labeled client onboarding video library. That's basically just a video library you can give to your clients to help them set up their account. You'll also get access to my private affiliate only Discord group where you can post questions, comments, or any problems that you might be having. And you can also network with the other group members. And of course, you can always get help from me and my team. Now, real quick, I just want to show you guys some of my students that have actually been successful with this business model. This is Chris. He was one of my first ever affiliates. I still remember in the beginning, he was having so much trouble getting started. He was having trouble learning the software and getting clients, but he stuck with it. He stayed consistent, and you can see his pipeline value is 13,200, which this is actually an old picture. He's doing way more than that now. Then we have Tyler, who locked in his first client for $5,000. He was offering a little bit of extra services on top of the software, but still $5,000 for his first client is actually awesome. Next, we have Fred, aka Casual. So he did 19.5K in revenue last month, and 10.8K, so almost 11K of that was monthly recurring. He's been doing this for a few months now, but he's already almost at 11K per month. Then we have Zayden, who's made over $4,000 in website payments plus monthly payments, and he only does this part-time because he has a whole other business that he's running. So even if you don't have a ton of time to do this, this is still something that you can do on the side. Then we have Sergio, who's been absolutely crushing it. You can see 500 monthly, 250 monthly, and he even has a car detailing business on the side. So he's also not doing this full time. And lastly, we have Austin. Dude, Austin is a hustler. I met Austin a couple months ago. He was working a construction job like full time, literally full time. He's working like, I don't even know, like 10, 12-hour days. He was still able to take his extra free time, any time off that he had, he spent doing SaaS, and he was able to pick up his first clients in literally his first week. Austin is just such a hard worker. I have so much respect for him. And the other week, he actually just sent in this picture that he was able to buy his dream car. If any of these people gave up in the beginning, they would not be able to be at the point where they're at today. So moral of the story, keep grinding every single day, even if you're not seeing any results. And I promise you, if you stay consistent, you will start to see some progress, and you will start to see some wins. I just wanted to show you guys that this stuff really is possible if you do stay consistent and put in the work, that you can actually achieve results just like this. So that's pretty much it for the intro to the SaaS course. Now we're gonna jump into more of the setup stuff. All right, guys, one of the most common questions that I get asked is, what are we selling when we're selling SaaS, when we're selling software? So this is what the GoHighlevel software looks like. And when you sign up, you're gonna get your own agency account. And basically this agency account holds all of these sub accounts. So you're gonna get one sub account for your business, and then you're gonna get unlimited sub accounts that you can sell to these business owners. So I'm gonna show you what's inside these sub accounts. I'm gonna run through some of the features so you know what we're actually selling. So right here on the screen right now, this is what a sub account will look like. So this is what your sub account will look like, and this is what your clients or your customers' sub accounts will also look like. So they'll get access to all these different features on the left-hand side. So I'm just gonna run through a couple of the main ones and show you how valuable some of these things are. So the first one is the dashboard. Now with the dashboard, you get a full overview of your entire business. So you can see all of your different opportunities. You can see how many deals you've you've closed, how many deals you've lost, how many deals are still open. You can see your conversion rate. It also shows you all this stuff in the form of a graph, which is pretty cool. So you can go through and look at all these different pieces. It just gives you a really good overview of your business. And if you have any tasks assigned to yourself or employees, the tasks will show up right here. It shows you a lead source report, so you can see where all of your new customers are coming from. You get a Google Analytics report. If your Google account is connected, that will show up here. You get a Google Business Profile report, a Facebook Ads report, and a Google Ads report. So this is the perfect tab to get an entire general overview on your entire business, which is really, really cool. All right, so the next tab we have is the Conversations tab. Now, the really cool thing about this, obviously, it's going to show all of your conversations with all of your customers, but it's going to show conversations from your business phone number, from your email, and all of the social media accounts associated with that business. So all of your conversations are going to be condensed into one place. It makes it really easy to see all of your messages from customers and respond to them. It's very, very convenient. The next thing we have is the Calendars tab. So in this tab, you're going to be able to create as many custom calendars as you want for you, all of your employees, so your customers can go and book a meeting with you, and all of your appointments and meetings are going to show up here. And the really cool thing, it syncs with your Google and Outlook calendars as well. Then we have a standard contact tab. So this is going to show all of your contacts, their name, phone number, email, when they were created, the last activity, whether you messaged them or emailed them or messaged them on social media. And you can also tag all of your contacts as they come into the software. So it's a really good way to organize all of your new customers. And when you click on one of your contacts, you get a more in-detail view of their accounts. You can see their name, email, phone number, any other information that you have. You can even keep notes here, anything you want here. It's a super convenient feature to organize all of your leads and customers. Then we have the Opportunities tab. This is another really good tab for organization. So you can have all of your new leads come in here. You can organize them into different categories. So this is just, again, another way to organize all of your different customers, and you can make as many different pipelines as you want. This is a pretty standard feature of any CRM system. So the next tab we have is the Payments tab. You'll be able to create custom invoice templates. You can create custom document and contract templates. And obviously also you can take payments through the software as well. It integrates with a bunch of different payment processors. So you and all of your clients can also take payments through the software. Next, one of my personal favorites is the Marketing tab. So it comes with a full-blown social media planner. You can connect your Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok, and you can schedule posts on all of those different platforms throughout the entire month or however long ahead you want to schedule those posts. And you can also create any custom email campaigns and templates in here as well. The next tab we have is the Automations tab. Now with this tab, there's so much you can do. There's so many things that you can automate. You can pretty much automate anything you want inside your business. One example of something you can automate is an appointment booking. So for example, if you have a calendar on your website that a customer can go and book an appointment with you, the customer will book an appointment and that will trigger an automation to send reminder texts and pretty much anything else you want. I go a little more in depth on the Automations tab later in this video, and I also have other videos on my channel that go more in depth on the automations, but you can think of it almost like a built-in version of Zapier or Make.com inside the software. Next, we have the Websites tab. This is a fully custom website builder, also obviously built into the software, and it comes with thousands of done-for-you templates for literally any niche, any type of business you can think of. So obviously you can allow your clients to pick a template and build on it, or you can sell a service to them where you can actually build the website for them, and you can even use some of these templates to do that if you wanted to. You can also build custom forms and surveys that you can embed right into the websites. So the next thing, we have the Memberships tab. You can build fully custom courses and communities, kind of like the course you're watching right now. You can build your own custom course for whatever you want, and you can also build a community along with it. It's pretty similar to school.com, SKOOL.com. It's almost like a built-in version of that in the software. Now, the next tab we have is the Reputation tab. This is easily one of my favorite tabs in the entire software. You can manage your entire Google business profile reputation here, all of your Google reviews. You can see your average rating. You'll get an invite trend chart and a review trend chart. And also you can send reviews to your customers automatically. And you can also get your business listed on 95 plus different business directories, which is going to help you get found on Google. And then the last tab is the Reporting tab. So if the business or you are are running any Facebook or Google ads, you can get all of the reporting and data on those ads right here. It links right into the software. So that's pretty much a general overview of all the features that are inside the software. And that's what you're going to be selling to the business owners. So obviously, like I said before, you're going to have your own sub account. So you're going to get to use all these features as well. And you're going to be selling as many sub accounts as you want to these business owners. So they also will get access to their own sub account with all of these different features inside. All right, let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is come up with a business name, get a logo, and also get a website domain. So we're going to start with the business name. Now, if you don't already have a business name in mind, we can use something like namelix.com, which is an AI business name generator. So we're going to come over to Namelix, and then in the search bar here, you can type in tech company, software company, something along those lines. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but just something similar. And then you can click on generate. Now on the next page, you're going to see a bunch of different styles. I like to leave it on auto, but I would recommend to experiment with all these different styles, because as you pick different ones, you're going to get different outputs. So it's really good to experiment and see what you get. And then for randomness, I like to leave it on medium, but again, you should probably experiment with low and high as well if you can't find a good name. Now for brand info, it's going to ask you here, add any keywords that may be related to your idea or business. So again, you can just put tech company, software company, something like that in the keywords, or any others that you can think of. And then a short 1-sentence description of your business or product. So for this, you can do all-in-one marketing and automation software, something along those lines, and then you can just click generate. Now on the next page, you'll see a bunch of different names pop up. Don't spend too much time picking a business name. Some people will get stuck on this for days or weeks trying to figure out and pick the best business name. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much. So I would say maybe pick 4 or 5 that you like, and then choose one out of those 4 or 5. And you don't even necessarily need to pick exactly one of these. You can just use these for inspiration and come up with your own idea. Now, once you have your business name chosen, the next step is you want to get your domain name. So you want to come over to cloudflare.com. Now, you can use any other domain provider that you want. I highly recommend using Cloudflare. It integrates with the software that we're going to be using perfectly. It's going to be so much more convenient. It's going to save you a bunch of time, and it's just going to make your life so much easier. So I highly recommend Cloudflare. So you're going to want to come over to cloudflare.com, make an account. It's completely free. And then once you make your account, you can log in, and you're going to want to come over to register domains. And then you can just type your business name in the search bar and then click search. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using the name Clickable Tech. So I'm just going to type in Clickable Tech in the search bar and then click search. So you can see here, my domain name is actually not available. Clickabletech.com is not available. So you have a few different options that you can do here. One option would be switching your business name entirely. And that's why I said before to pick 4 or 5 different names. So you have a couple to work with in case this does happen, because it is pretty common. And the other option would be to just add a hyphen in the middle. You can see if your .com is available. You can see here, clickabletech.com is available, or you can add the word software at the end of it, or you can also just pick a different ending. So you can use a .io, you can use a .net. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It is just your domain name. Choose one of those, whichever one that you feels best, and then just go with it. Most of the domains are only like $9 per year, so they're pretty cheap. So just pick one and go with it. I'm just going to be going with clickable-software.com as the example that I'm going to be using throughout this video. Okay, so now you have your business name and you have your domain. The next step is to get your logo. Now, if you do like the way your logo looked in the namelix.com, you can screenshot it with like the snipping tool and then use something like remove.bg to remove the background. But I'm going to show you how to make your own logo in Canva, which is also a free tool. So you're going to come onto Canva, create your account, and then you can search for a design. So again, I'm just going to use the keyword tech logo. Again, switch it up, try different keywords and see what it generates for you. But we're going to start with tech logo and then we're going to click enter. So you can see here, it generates a bunch of different options in terms of logos. So you can scroll through here, pick one that you like, and then we're going to click it and we're going to edit it. So once you find one that you like, you're just going to click on it and click customize this template. So now the first thing you want to do is click up in the top left and click resize. And then we're going to come down to custom size and we're going to do 350 by 90. You can also do 350 by 180. They both work. I like to use the 350 by 90. And then you can click continue, and then you can click on copy and resize. So now your logo should look something like this, and you don't need to do it the way I'm doing it. I just think it looks really good when we put it on the software when you do it like this, but feel free to fully customize your logo however you want, however you think it looks best. You can feel free to do that. I'm just going to show you the way that it looks best on the software. So I like to take the actual logo part and I like to make it pretty big and put it over in this left-hand side here. Then you can take the actual text part of this and you're gonna make that bigger as well. You really want this logo to fill out the entire box as much as possible. So you can drag it a little bit bigger. I'm actually gonna put the font size up a little higher, and then I'm gonna make sure everything is centered. Okay, so something like this should be perfect. Really, you just want the logo on the left side, the actual words on the right side, filling out most of the box, and then you can put whatever you want for the subtext. So once you have something looking like this, or however you want to make it look, then you're going to click share and then click download, and you're going to click transparent background. You want to make sure the background is transparent. Again, you don't have to do this. I think it looks better that way. And then you can click download. And just so you know, you might need Canva Pro to do some of these things like resize with the magic switch and also the save as transparent background. They do have a free trial for it, so you can just sign up for the free trial, but I think it's only like 10 bucks a month anyway. I actually use Canva for a lot of different stuff, so I highly recommend this tool for like creating Facebook and Google ads and a bunch of different stuff like that, and creating any logos, any images. I do all that stuff in Canva, so it's a great tool. All right, real quick, before we jump into the setup part of the course, so many people reached out to me asking for a done-for-you setup option, so I created a few packages that I just want to run over real quick before we jump in. So the first package we have available is the done-for-you agency standard package. That's $297. We'll basically set up your entire agency account for you. So you'll just fill out a form with all your details, and then we'll do all the setup work for you. So pretty much all you need to do at that point is start working on getting some clients. This comes with a full GoHighlevel account setup, a business sub-account setup, a business phone number setup, website setup, and domain setup. So essentially, we're just getting your entire account fully set up. And the other package that we have available is the Done For You Agency Premium package. I personally think this package is a lot better if you're actually trying to learn the software and learn how to do everything. Me or my team will jump on a call with you. We'll go over the entire setup with you from start to finish, step by step on a Zoom call. We'll also give you a starter pack of 100 leads from any niche or location of your choice. And during that call, you'll be able to ask questions, and we're also going to be giving you a little personalized advice and a plan of action for your specific situation to give you a little bit of a jump start. If you're interested in either of these plans, you can go to this link here, dfy.upscale-systems.com. I'm also going to leave that link down below. But now we'll jump into the actual setup part of the video. Hope you guys enjoy. So now that you have your business name, logo, and domain all sorted, the next step and the most important part is we're going to be signing up for our GoHighlevel 30-day free trial. Now, when you use my link, which I'll put down below in the description, you're going to get a bunch of additional resources along with the 30-day free trial. I give you an entire second course on client acquisition and outreach, basically goes over how to get clients. That's completely free. All of my cold call, cold email, cold text scripts, the same scripts that I use for my business, I also give to you for completely free. You'll also get added into my private affiliate only section on Discord. So that's a group chat with all of my other affiliates and my staff team, as well as a bunch of other resources. Like I said, my cold call scripts, my cold email scripts. I have a cheat sheet in there and all of my snapshots. There's so many resources in there. So as soon as you sign up and get added, you can go through and start looking through all those resources. And I'm constantly adding more and more resources every single month. So just for being signed up with me, you're going to keep getting all of these additional resources for completely free. So you're going to come to GoHighlevel.com/ConnorZaru. Again, I'll have this link down below. It's GoHighlevel.com/ConnorZaru. And then you're just going to start your extended 30-day free trial. So you're just going to type in all of your information, and then you're just going to go to step 2. Now, once you get to step 2, like I said before, you're going to see here, it is automatically set to the $497 Pro plan. I highly recommend to just start on this plan, even if you're not planning on continuing with the $497 plan and you want to downgrade. That's totally fine. Throughout my setup, because I'm going to be using the $497, it's going to be so much easier for you to follow along and do the setup process with me. So you can start on this one, and after you set up or at the end of your free trial, feel free to downgrade if you want to, or you can obviously stay on the $497 plan. If you do decide to downgrade, don't worry, it's not going to charge you $497. You only get charged for the plan that you're on after the trial ends. So then you're just going to put in your card information. You do need at least $1 in your account account for it to verify your card and make sure that it's actually real. You just put in your card info, it's gonna charge you $1 and then it gives it back. So once you put in the card info, just click complete order. So once you start your trial, you're gonna see a page that looks like this and you can just click on the green button to get started. So it's gonna ask you a couple questions. It doesn't really matter what you put for these. You can put software consulting agency. This is mainly just for GoHighlevel to collect data on their customers. So again, it doesn't really matter too much. You can put I don't have customers. For website, you can just put your website. So I'm gonna put clickable-software.com and then click next. Then you can put in all your billing details and it's gonna ask you, do you intend on reselling GoHighlevel? You can put yes for that. Then you're gonna check the box and click let's get started. Then it's gonna ask you if you've used any of these tools before. You can go through, see if you've used any of them. If not, you can just click on next. Then it's gonna make you choose a password. Then it's just gonna ask you to verify your email. And then it's gonna ask you to verify your phone number as the last step. All right, so we're finally in the dashboard of GoHighlevel. We're gonna get everything set up and fully customized with your business logo, your domain name, everything like that. One thing I just wanted to point out really quick, GoHighlevel just started offering these free kickoff calls. So what they'll do, you can join the kickoff call, you get to meet with a GoHighlevel team member and they'll help you set up. Now this won't be a fully done for you setup, but they will answer some of your questions and help you set up if you're having any issues. So I highly recommend that everybody, if you're new, go to this kickoff call, especially if you're having any trouble, but I think it's good to go to anyway. So if you don't see this little box pop up in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you can go to speakwith.us/kickoff. That's speakwith.us/kickoff. You can go there to schedule your kickoff call. And again, that's completely free. And I just realized my video is actually blocking the little pop-up. This is what it looks like in the bottom right-hand corner. And now I just want to explain something really quick before we jump into it. So this is the agency dashboard or the agency view. So you'll know that you're in the agency view. If it says click here to switch up at the top, that means you're in the agency view. So now if you click on it, this is your sub account. So you're going to hear me referring to sub account and agency view throughout the video. Don't worry if it's a little bit confusing. I know some people can be confused by it. That's totally normal. I was also confused by it in the beginning, but as you start to set everything up, as you start to play around with the software, everything becomes much more easier, much simpler to understand. So do not worry if you're a little bit confused. So if you click on your sub account, that will actually put you into your sub account and you'll know that you're in the sub account because it will say the name of your sub account up in the top left. And simply to go back to the agency view, you can just click up there in the top left and click switch to agency view. So the first thing we want to do is set up the company tab. So you're going to come down to setting and then you're going to click on the company tab. So just a side note, this is where your relationship number is going to be. If you ever reach out to support, sometimes they'll ask you for your relationship number. It's going to be up here in the top of your screen inside the company tab. But the first things first, we're going to slap our company logo on the software. So you can just click on upload. So once you find the logo inside your files and double click it, it should now pop up in the top left-hand side of your software. So if you followed the steps I showed you in Canva, your logo should look pretty good up there. If it doesn't, you can always go back into Canva, make any changes, and then just re-upload it. But the next thing we're gonna do, you can just put in your company phone number. So for now, you can just put in your cell phone number. We're gonna be getting a custom business number later on in the video. For now, just throw your personal number in there. For company website, you can just type in the website domain that you just bought. Then the next option is business niche. Now don't worry, this isn't going to lock you into a niche. This tab doesn't really matter. It's actually new. They just added this in. So you can just scroll through and pick pretty much any niche. It doesn't really matter. And then for what do you primarily use HighLevel for, you can say for white labeling and reselling software. And now the two really important parts here, we have the white label domain and the API domain. So what the white label domain is, as you can see up here, the app.gohighlevel.com. This is GoHighlevel's white label domain where you're going to log into the software and your clients are going to log into the software. We're going to be able to make our own custom one. So mine would be app.clickablesoftware.com and yours is obviously going to be app.yourwebsite.com. So before we type anything in these two, we're going to actually create the DNS settings in Cloudflare. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So now we're back in Cloudflare. You're going to come over to the websites tab. You're going to find your domain and then you're going to click on it. And then you're just going to click DNS. So this is going to bring you into the DNS settings where you can actually add records. So we're just going to be adding a couple records here. And all this is really doing is just connecting our website domain to the GoHighlevel software. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click add record. And then for the type, you're going to want to put CNAME. And then for the name, you're going to put app. And then for the target, you're going to put app.msgsndr.com and make sure you turn proxy status off. And then you're going to click save. So that's the white label domain. Basically, that's just connecting your domain settings to the GoHighlevel software. So the next setting we want to set up is the API domain. Now, don't worry too much about this. We're going to set it up. It's used for some background stuff, so you don't really have to worry about it too much, but we are going to set it up right now. So you're going to click add record. We're going to change this to CNAME, and then we're going to type in link. And then for the target, we're going to type link.msgsndr.com and make sure to turn the proxy status off and then click on save. So right now you should have two records, app and link. App is your white label and link is your API domain. So now I'm going to show you how to go back into the software and connect it. So you're just going to come back over to the company tab, and then you're just going to type in app.yourdomain.com. So mine is clickablesoftware.com. And then for the API domain, it's going to be the same exact thing except with link. So link.clickable-software.com. And obviously you're going to input your own domain name there. And then for privacy policy and terms and conditions, we're going to throw those in a bit later. So don't worry about that. You don't need those for right now. And if you want to switch between light and dark, you can do that here. I actually think I'm probably going to use the light mode for now. And then you can just click on update company. So now your software is white labeled. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be uploading our done for you website snapshot with automations and calendars and everything else. I made a little package for you guys, so it makes it a little bit easier to set up. It comes with a done for you website, so you can just slap your logo on it and it's pretty much good to go. Obviously, feel free to make any edits that you want. It's going to come with a couple basic automations, a couple calendars, and some other stuff. So I'm going to leave that also linked down below. So you're just going to click on that link and it should open in a new tab and it will say import. So once you click on the link, it might make you log in again. That's fine. Just log in and you're going to see this green button that says yes, import now. So you're going to click import now. So once you import it, you should see it right here. SaaS website, funnels, workflows updated. So now it's imported into our high level software, but now what we're going to do is actually upload it to our sub account. So we're going to click on the sub accounts tab and you should see your sub account here. You can just click on that. And then in the top right-hand side, you should see this button called actions. You're going to click on that, click load snapshot, and then you're going to click the imported snapshot that we just imported. Click proceed again, wait for it to load, then click proceed one more time, and then click OK. So now you can actually switch into your sub account using this button in the top right, or you could again use this top left menu to switch. I'm just going to click on this one and we're going to double check that all of the snapshot stuff got added into the account. So you can click on the sites tab and you should see essentials plan and professional plan. Then if you click websites up here, you should see the SaaS website. If you click on automations, you should see a couple different automations in here. Yep. And don't worry if things don't get added in right away. It could take like 2 to 3 minutes for the whole snapshot to get loaded. So just refresh and double check, just make sure everything is added in. So now that we have our custom website added into the software, we want to actually connect it to our website domain so it's live on Google. So when you go to your domain, your website will actually pop up. So inside your sub account, you want to click on settings in the bottom left-hand side. Then you want to scroll down on the left-hand side and click on the domains button. And now you're going to add in the domains. And this is partly why I said to use Cloudflare, because it's actually going to add in the DNS records for us automatically. So click on add domain, and then you can type in www.clickable-software.com. Obviously, you're going to put your own domain in there, and then make sure you turn on this blue switch because you want it to add your website.com and www.yourwebsite.com. And then you can click continue. Then you're going to see this little screen pop up and you can click authorize domain. It might make you log back into your Cloudflare. Then you can click on the little blue button that says authorize. So now once it loads up, it's going to ask you to choose a funnel. So you're going to want to choose SaaS website. And then for funnel step, you're going to want to choose home page and then click link domain. So now that our main domains are added in, we're just going to add in 2 more. If you noticed before, we had an essentials plan and a professional plan in our funnels. Those are going to be the checkout pages for our plans. So now we're going to link those to the software as well. So we're going to click on add, and then we're just going to type in essentials.ourdomain.com. and then click continue. Then we're going to click on authorize domain. So for this one, you're going to click link domain with funnel, but you're going to select the essentials plan, and then you're going to select the essentials plan checkout page and click link domain. And now we're going to do the same exact thing, but for the professional plan funnel. So we're going to click on add. We're going to type in professional.oursoftware. So you're going to type in professional.yourdomainname.com and then click continue, click authorize domain. And for this one, you're going to want to link the domain to the professional plan and then the professional plan checkout page, and then just click link domain. So now that we have all of our domains added into the software, our website should technically be live now. So if we open a new tab, type in your domain name and click enter, your website should pop up. Now, the first time it might take a couple seconds to load because it's just propagating. Okay, cool. You can see here the website is live. It's pretty much all done for you. We are going to make a couple edits here in a minute. We're going to put your logo on it and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's pretty much done. And you can feel free to customize this template however you like. It even comes with this custom contact form pop up. So now to make edits to our website, we're going to come back into the software, and you want to make sure you're still in your sub account, but we're going to click go back from the settings, and then we're going to click on the sites tab, and then we're going to click on the websites tab, and then click SaaS website. And then there's one really quick setting that we just have to change before we make any edits. So you want to click on the SaaS website settings up here, and you just want to make sure the domain up here is set to the www version of your domain. So once you have that changed, you can just click on save. All right, real quick, I just want to correct a mistake that I just made here. So for the SaaS website settings, you want to change the domain in the top right to yourwebsite.com, not the www version of your website. Some people were having problems where the buttons on the top of their website would lead to a 404 error page. So if that's happening to you, just go back into your SaaS website settings right here and change the domain. And now we can just click on edit on the homepage and we can start making edits. So this is what the website editor looks like. It's fairly simple to use. I do have a full video that goes over how to use the website editor. So I'm not going to go in detail on everything here in this video, but you can go check out the other videos on my channel and watch the full tutorial. But the first thing we're going to want to do is actually put our own logo up on the website. So you can click here up in the top left, and then on the right-hand sidebar, we're going to scroll down all the way to the bottom, and then you're going to see this. It's going to say brand logo. So you can just click up here in the right side with this little image button, and then you're going to click the blue button that says upload file. Then you're going to find your logo and double click it, and then it should pop up here in the software, and then you just want to double click it one more time, and then boom, it should pop up right in the top left of your website. So now the next thing we want to change is the login button. So the login button isn't going to be linked to your white label login page. So you're just going to click on that. You're going to scroll up a little bit, and you're going to look right here for menu items, and then look for login. Click on that pencil, and then it says app.yourwebsitehere.com. So obviously you're going to change that to your domain name. So it should be app.yourdomainname.com. I like to open it in a new tab, and then you can just click submit. So now your website's pretty much good to go. And again, you don't need to use this website. If you want to make your own fully custom website, GoHighlevel has a ton of different templates available for that. I think this one's pretty good to start, and it will save you a bunch of time because you don't actually have to do it yourself. It's pretty much done. But again, you can make any edits to this that you want. And once you're done making any edits, you're going to click on save. So now you'll see this SEO metadata pop up on the left-hand side. This is just what's going to show up in Google when you search your business name. So you can put your business name here for the title, and then you can click update SEO metadata. You can put a description and some keywords. That's just going to help your business be more searchable in Google. So now that our website's all set up, the next thing we want to do is we're going to set up our payment processor and all of our packages that our customers are going to be purchasing. So you want to navigate back to the agency view. So you can click up in the top left-hand side and click switch to agency view. You're going to click on SaaS configurator, and then you're going to click connect Stripe, and we're going to create a new Stripe account. So it's just going to ask you for your email, then a password, then it's going to ask you for your mobile number. Now, I just want to say, if you can't use Stripe for whatever reason, they do offer PayPal as well. If you're able to use Stripe, I highly recommend it. It's the best, most convenient payment processor for what we're going to be doing. If for whatever reason you can't, they do have other options that you can use, including PayPal. But again, if you can use Stripe, just use it. It's going to make your life so much easier. So now it's going to ask you for your business location and type of business. I would just leave it as individual for now. You don't actually have to put company, especially if you don't have your company registered. Just leave it as individual for now, and it's just going to be so much more convenient to set up the Stripe account that way. Then you can click continue. Then it's going to ask you to verify some more of your personal details. You could fill that out and then just click continue. So then for industry, you can put software. You're going to put your website in there. And then for product description, you can just do all-in-one marketing and automation software, and then click continue. And now it's going to ask you to link your bank account so that once the customer does pay you and it goes into your Stripe account, now the money can actually go into your bank account after that. So just connect your bank account. So then it's going to ask you for some more public details. For statement descriptor, you can just put your website. For shortened descriptor, you can just put the first part of your business name. For customer support phone number, obviously you're just going to put your personal cell phone for now, and then you can click on continue. You can just click no thanks for this part. Then you can select digital goods and click opt in to Stripe tax. Then you can just click agree and submit. So once you finish all those steps, it should now bring you into the Stripe tab, and it should say that you're verified and everything's all good to go and connected. So you can just click this little go back button in the top left. Then you can click SaaS configurator, and you should see all of the standard plans in here. So you can see standard, which is essential, and then professional and premium. Now for the example in this video, I'm just going to be using these first two plans. If you want to use all three plans, feel free to do that. That's totally fine. And you can even add more custom plans. And you can can also edit these current plans that are in here. So before we move on to the next steps, change your pricing and change all of the features that are added that you want to have in each plan. So you can do that by clicking edit and then go into features. And now you can select all the different features that you want in each plan. And then also here you can do the pricing and you can change the monthly pricing, the annual pricing. Over here, if you want to add a free trial period, you can do that. I would say make any changes that you want in here before you actually move on to the next steps. I recommend to start your prices lower and then move them up later. It's much easier to have to move your prices higher than start higher and have to move your prices lower. So I would do all of your pricing and plan changes now. Again, like I said before, if you do decide to make changes later on too, that's totally fine. You're just gonna have to redo the next step that we're about to do. So the next step we're gonna do is link all of our packages and plans into our checkout pages. So first you're gonna wanna click on the top left and we're gonna navigate into our sub account. So you can just click on your sub account. Then you're gonna go down to the payments tab and then you're gonna head over to integrations where we're gonna actually link our Stripe account one more time. We just linked our Stripe account to the agency view, to the agency account, but now we're gonna link it into our sub account as well. So click the green connect with Stripe button and you could also turn register domains for Apple Pay. That's just gonna allow your customers to check out with Apple Pay, which the more options you give for pricing, the better, I think. So you can turn that on and just click confirm. And now that we have our Stripe linked to the sub account, we can go over to the products tab and we can actually import all of our products into the sub account now. So you can click import from Stripe. And then if you click here, you'll see all of your different pricing plans and they should say agency plan next to them if you created them in the SaaS configurator. So you can do these in any order, but you're just going to want to import each one of them one by one into the sub account. So you can click on one, click import product and price, and then up at the top, you can just click discard, and then you're going to click import from Stripe again, and then you're just one by one going to put each one into the sub account. So you can see here, I imported all of them into my products tab now. I'm only going to be using standard and professional because we only have the essential and professional funnel. If you do want to add a third, fourth, fifth, however many plans you want, all you have to do is just go to the sites tab, go to the funnels tab, and you can actually just clone each of these funnels for each of the plans you want and just connect them to a new domain, just like I showed you before. But like I said, for the purpose of this video, we're only going to be using the essential and professional plans. So you can start with the essentials plan. And then on the right-hand side over here, you can click on products and then you can just click add product. And then we're just going to click standard, click on the monthly price first. And for price display override, you can type in 197/MO. Obviously, you're just going to put your price /MO and then click save. And then we're going to add in the yearly price as well. So you're going to click on standard again. And then we're going to do the 1970 yearly and then just type for price display override 1970/YR and then click save. And now you want to do the same exact thing for the professional plan as well. So you're going to click the back arrow, click on the professional plan, and then on the right-hand side, you're going to click on products and you're going to link each of those products into the funnel page. So click add product, click professional, click on one of the prices. So now we have all of our products added to both the essential and the professional plan. So our checkout pages should work perfectly fine now. There's one more step that we need to do to the funnels that I forgot to show you before. So you want to come over to the essentials plan first, and then you want to click on edit, and we're just going to change our logos on the essentials plan, checkout, and confirmation page. So don't forget there's two steps in the funnel pages. So I'll show you how to do both. So first we're going to do the checkout page. It works the same exact way. You just click on your logo, scroll down, click here, click upload media from library, and then double click on the logo. And then there's one also at the bottom of the page, so we can do the same exact thing, and then just click save once you're done. And then like I said, you're going to do the confirmation page as well. So click on the confirmation page, click on edit, and then do the same exact thing. Just switch out the logo. And you're obviously going to do this for both the essentials funnel and the professional funnel. So now you're pretty much good to go. If you had a customer ready to go, ready to buy one of your plans, they can do that now. Your software's set up, everything's pretty much good to go. So the last thing you want to do is get a custom business phone number. So now all of your text automations will actually work properly. So first you want to navigate back to the agency view by clicking the top left-hand side, click on the agency view, then click on settings in the bottom left-hand side. And then you're going to click on phone integration. And we're going to be using the LC phone system. It's a built-in phone system inside HighLevel. If you really want to use Twilio, you can. It requires a little bit more setup, but it's super easy to just use the LC phone system. So you can click on that, click the checkbox and click confirm. Then you want to click on sub account settings. And then we're just going to click on this blue link button to turn on the LC phone connection for that sub account. Once you do, you should see this little green check mark next to LC phone, and that means you're good to go. So now we're going to get to pick our own custom business phone number. So you can click here to switch, click on your actual sub account. And then in the bottom left-hand side, you're going to click on settings, and then you're going to scroll down to phone numbers. And then you can click on this blue add number button and click add phone number. Then you're going to want to select your country here. And then for filter, you can put in your area code here. So for example, mine is 516. this, and then you can match it to the first part of the number. So this will look for numbers with your area code so you can get a custom business phone number with your same area code. Then you're just gonna click on apply and you'll see all these numbers pop up and you can go through and pick any of the numbers that you want. Just pick one of them, click it, and then click proceed to buy. Now, if you do live in US or Canada, you will unfortunately have to do this A2P registration. It's pretty simple, and I actually have a document in my Discord in the affiliate resources that you can just copy and paste all the answers into the A2P registration and it should get approved automatically. So again, this is only for people in the US and Canada. If you're not in either of these countries, you won't need the A2P registration. So if you are in the US or Canada, you can select yes. If you have a tax ID, if you have a registered business, you can select yes for this. If you don't worry, it's totally fine. You can just click on no and then click continue. And if you don't have a tax ID, if you selected no and you don't have a company registered, anywhere it says business name, you're just gonna put your first and last name. Then you can just continue filling out all this personal information. And there is a $20 registration fee. Now, unfortunately, there's no way around this. You have to pay the $20 fee, but the $20 fee is a one-time fee. And then the phone number will only cost you $1 per month. Again, here, you're just gonna put your name. For business industry, you could just put technology, and then you're gonna put your phone number again. So now here's where you're gonna use the document that I have in the affiliate resources. You can copy and paste everything in. Anywhere it says business or name in parentheses, you're obviously just going to erase that and put your name or put your business in where it says name or business. All right, so the next thing I want to go over with you guys is the workflows and automations. Now, this can definitely be a little bit confusing at first if you're new, but don't worry. If you just mess around in this tab a little bit, mess around with the workflows, I promise it will start to get a little bit easier. I'm going to run through a couple of them with you and kind of show you how these automations work so you can get a better idea and a better understanding. So the first one we're going to go over is the appointment calendar on the main website. So this is what all the automations will look like. They all start with a trigger, and then there's a bunch of events that happen if the trigger is triggered. You can see here, if we click on trigger, the trigger for this one is customer booked appointment. So if the customer goes on the website and books an appointment in this calendar specifically, because you can see there's a filter here, it says in calendar, and it has to be specifically this calendar. And obviously you can change it to any other calendars that you have, but this one's set to the appointment calendar on the main website. So we'll click save trigger there. But if a customer does book an appointment, that's going to trigger all of these next steps to happen. So we can take a look at what those are. Now, if you don't see yourself as a user here and it says no result found, all you want to do is just go into your sub account settings, click on my staff, and create a new user account in there for yourself. And then you'll actually be able to assign this to yourself. Then the next step of the automation, it will send an internal notification. So this will just notify you that a customer booked the appointment. So it'll fill in the person's name here. This little code means that it will just fill in the person's name depending on whatever their name is. It will put it there and it will say just booked a phone call appointment with you. Then the next step is this SMS 1. So it will then send this message to the actual customer. It will say, hey, and then it will put the customer's name. Your demo call for, it will fill in the appointment start time here, has been confirmed. Please let us know if you have any questions in the meantime. We look forward to speaking with you. And then it will put your name at the bottom. Then the next step is something that's really cool that you can actually do in these automations. So it's called a wait time. Now, this one's going to wait for 1 minute before it sends the confirmation email, but you can actually wait for a time delay. You can wait for a certain event or appointment time. So if I want to do like, 1 day before the appointment or 24 hours or 12 hours before the actual appointment time, you can create all these custom wait times to trigger certain next steps. So this is a really cool feature for like reminder text because you can set a time delay for 1 minute and then you can set another reminder text to go out 24 hours after they book, or you can set it up so it's just like 12 hours before the appointment time. So they just get a reminder right before the appointment. Then it's just going to send them the same thing pretty much, but in the form of an email. Then there's another wait time. It's going to wait 2 days and then it's going to send one more reminder email. Then it's going to send a SMS on the day of. Then it's going to send another internal notification letting you know that you have a call in 4 hours. Going to do another wait time. Going to wait till 1 minute before the appointment time. And then it's going to notify you so you know to call this person. And then that's it. That's a simple automation for an appointment calendar. Obviously, you can edit this automation and add in any reminders you want. You can take out some of the reminders if you want, but that's pretty much one of the simplest automations that you can have. This is also another really simple one. We have the main website contact form. So you can see here, the trigger for this one is form submitted. So anytime the main website contact form is submitted, that's going to trigger these next steps to happen. So you have internal notification. It's going to let you know that this person with this business needs help with XYZ services. Then it's going to put a note on that customer's account. So actually when you go into the contacts and you see that customer, it's going to have this note there so you can always remember what services that they needed. Then here it's going to assign to users. Again, if you don't see your name here, you want to go to My Staff, create an account in the My Staff section, and then you'll be able to assign it. Then you can see the last step here is an SMS. It says, thank you for contacting. It will fill in your business name. Then it will put the customer's name here. I'll reach out to you through this number to discuss further business. Obviously, you can feel free to edit those if you'd like to. So now I just want to show you some of the other options that are actually available in these workflows. There really is so many different things. So if you click on the plus to add a step, you can see here on the right-hand side, these are all the actions that you can do. There's so many different actions. There's the conversational AI bot. You can send a review request. You can send a Facebook message. You can do a phone call, Slack message, obviously text and email up here. And then there's a bunch of other cool stuff like you can set up if-else statements. So for example, you can set something up where if a customer responds with yes or no, do one thing. And if they respond with the other, so if they respond with no, for example, it would do the other thing. So if the customer responds with yes, do this. If they respond with no, do this. So you can do two different actions based on if a customer replied with something. You can even set up the if-else statements to do a bunch of different stuff. It's really cool. And I promise if you start to play around with it, it becomes a lot easier to understand. So just to give you a better example of that, if you sent out an automation that texts a customer saying, hey, do you want your free 50% off discount code? If the customer replies yes, you can send them the discount code. If they reply no, you can either do nothing or just say, okay, thank you, have a good day or something like that. That's basically just to give you an idea of what those if-else statements can do. Okay, so now at this point, your next question is, how am I supposed to get clients? Now, I do have a couple of other videos on my YouTube channel that go over how to get clients. Right now, I'm going to show you a few different methods, but after this video, I highly recommend check out some of the other videos on my channel. I have a lot of good content there, but the first method is really, really simple, and we're just going to be using Google. So literally all you're going to do is type in the search bar a business type or a niche near me. So for example, I'll just type in plumber near me, click enter. And what you're going to want to do is scroll down to this section where the Google Maps is, and then you can just click more businesses. And then if you scroll through here, you'll see a bunch of businesses. Now you can just go through and start calling these businesses. You can use the cold call script that I have in my course. You could also cold text these businesses if you want, and you can also cold email them. I do highly recommend cold calling and cold texting. I think that's much better in my opinion than cold emailing. And also, since these businesses are in your local area, you could even go in person and pitch the business owner literally in person. So you can do any of those different methods, but I have all of the actual scripts that you'll use in my affiliate resources. But if you scroll down here, you'll see a lot of them don't even have websites. That's a really good way to get your foot in the door. You can see here, this one doesn't have a website. So you can call them and you can offer them, if you wanted to, a free website as kind of a hook to get them in. So you can say, hey, I'm going to offer you guys a free website. And then once you get them on the sales call, you'll say, hey, yeah, here's the website. It's totally free. All you have to do is pay like a little maintenance fee. But I also want to show you, we have all this other really cool stuff that could help you get more customers. Is that something you'd be interested in? They're going to say, yeah. And then you can show them all the other features that GoHighlevel has to offer. So that's a really good method I like to use in the beginning to get clients. You can find the ones without websites, offer them a free website to hook them in, and then upsell them on all the other services. You don't have to only look for the ones with no website. You can literally call all of these people, cold call them, and just pitch them basically right away. You don't have to find the ones only without a website. You can call literally any of these businesses. It does not matter. You can also look for the ones with low Google reviews. So this guy doesn't have really low. He only has 23 reviews though, but you can scroll through here. You'll see a bunch of them that really don't have many Google reviews. Like 50 is like decent, 18 is pretty low. It is 5-star, but 18 is just not a lot of reviews. This guy only has one review and it's literally a 1-star. So you can also call them because that's a really good target, because GoHighlevel has reputation management, which will help them get more Google reviews. So that's something you can offer them right there. So that method is super straightforward. Really, you're just finding businesses on Google. You're going to be either calling them, texting them, or emailing them. And you can even go in person. I do highly recommend going in person. That's a really really great method, because when you go in person, you're going to have a lot more trust. You're going to be able to build a lot better of a connection with the business owner that way. So if that's something you would be willing to do, I highly recommend it. So the next place you can go to find clients is these small business Facebook groups. These are one of my favorite ways to get clients for a number of different reasons, which I'm about to get into. But you're going to want to come over to Facebook, log into your account, and then navigate over to the group section. Then you can type anything along the lines of small business plus your city name or your town name. So I'm on Long Island, so I'll do small business Long Island. You can do local business Long Island, entrepreneur group Long Island, anything like that. And you can even type niche names. So you can do plumbers of Long Island, plumbers of New York, you know, whatever city or town that you're in, that also works. So I'm just going to show you real quick what these groups look like. So we'll just check out this one. You can see here, if we scroll down already right off the bat, you can see this guy Will is posting about his pressure washing services. Now one of the reasons I really like the Facebook groups, you're going to get the business owner's name. This is just the business owner on his personal Facebook account posting about his business. So when you call him, you can address him as Will by his first name, and that's going to help you build a connection and build a relationship much easier. So that's something you're not going to see much on Google. You're only going to see their business name on Google and their phone number. You're going to get much more of the business owner's personal cell phone, and you'll be able to see their first name. It's very common in these Facebook groups. And then you can see here, literally 2 posts down, another guy, David, posting about his business, D&L Locksmiths. You're going to see a bunch of this stuff about business owners just advertising their own businesses in here. So you can like drop a comment on their post, call them, DM them on Facebook, do all that. And another really great thing about these Facebook groups, what I've found, these business owners are much more receptive to hear you out because you're in the same Facebook group as them rather than calling off Google. Now, don't get me wrong, Google's still good, but I find some of the business owners on Google will hang up on you, and you're still going to get that in the Facebook groups as well. But what I found is when I open the conversation with, hey, I saw your post in the XYZ Facebook group, they're much more likely to hear you out because there's some sort of better connection because you're inside these Facebook groups. You're not just some random guy on Google. You can also make your own posts in these groups just like these other business owners are doing. Just like Will is posting about his pressure washing business, you can do the same thing and just post about your software. So that's another really good method. You can make little posts in the community, try and connect with everybody, try and build some relationships in these communities with the other members. And that's going to be super beneficial for you because as you start to build these relationships, you're going to get referrals, you're going to get other people connecting you with their friends. So it's just super beneficial to be networking in these groups. You can even go straight up into the members tab and then scroll through the members tab and literally start adding people as friends and cold DMing them straight from the members tab. You can see here, it shows you the people that are new to the group. It shows you people that are near you and also people with things in common. So you can just go through, add all of them and start cold DMing them. Now, some of these business groups even host in-person events, and that is by far easily one of the best ways to pick up clients. So these events are literally just filled with a bunch of business owners. And when you go in person, you're going to be able to more easily build a relationship and build a connection with these business owners. So you can just go, bring your laptop, show up to these events and just start talking to people, just start having conversations. And naturally, they're going to ask you about what you do. You can tell them about your software business and see if they're interested in it. You could leave these events with 20, 30 contacts of people that are interested in your services, and you could probably close easily 5 or 10 of them. So going to businesses in person and also these in-person events are literally phenomenal for getting clients. You can even Google Chamber of Commerce plus your city. That's another really common thing. A lot of different cities host these Chamber of Commerce, which again is just filled with small business owners. So you can do the same thing. You can just go, bring your laptop and just start networking around, and you're gonna build a lot of connections this way. And 100% you will get so many clients from those events. So those are pretty much some of the basic methods you can use to get clients for your SaaS business. Now, I do have a fully in-depth guide inside my second course. So once you sign up for High Level, I'll send you the second course right away. And it's also in my affiliate only resources. And I also have some other cool videos about client acquisition on my YouTube channel. So I highly recommend to go check out some other videos on my channel as well after this one. So now guys, you're all good to go. You're ready to get some clients. Your software is completely set up. The last thing you want to do, so if you did use my link to sign up for Go High Level, you should get an email from me. If you didn't get it, make sure to check your spam folder, but you'll get an email with all of my affiliate resources and also instructions on how to get added into my private affiliate only section. For right now, the way I have people getting into my private affiliate section, you're going to want to go into my Discord server, scroll down, click on the Get Help button in the support channel and then click affiliate ticket. And all you're going to do is just send the email that you use to sign up for High Level. One of my staff members will check it out, make sure that it matches up, and then we'll add you into the affiliate only section. I'm hopefully really soon going to have a more streamlined way to add you guys in automatically, or at least more simply. But for right now, this is how we're going to do it. If you need the Discord link, that's also linked down below. And now is the time where you want to start learning everything. So you want to check out my YouTube channel. I have a bunch of other videos on the high level software, how to get clients. I have a ton of videos there, and also obviously in my second course. The best way to learn the software is by actually using it. So you want to get in there, mess around with the software, start trying to make some automation, start trying to mess with the website builder, start messing with all the settings. That's the best way by far to learn the software. You can watch as many videos as you want, but it's not going to help as much as actually using it. Also, if you're having any issues getting set up or you have any questions, feel free to also use this support channel. Just open a support ticket instead of an affiliate ticket.